in Minneapolis. Welcome inside Target Field. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Please welcome your Tampa Bay Rays.
Just about set to go now. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Shane McClanahan.
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
All right, ready to get underway. Now, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Fastball in for a strike, and that's how this game gets started. Fastball for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up, hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one missed. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Juan Soto. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Late on that fastball.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Next pitch misses way outside.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Ripped on the ground to second. Over to Diaz. They get the out on Soto. And let's take a look at the lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
Hey, wait, say now, Tampa.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 out, space is empty. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. There's a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Sugar Shane notches the strikeout. Down in order go the Mets. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back at Target Field, and today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And it's 1-1. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Wow.
Lau at the plate.
Here we go, Brandon. Come on.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
Diaz aboard here at first with nobody out.
Come on, Brandon.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man at first, one away. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the
2
count.
balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Junior.
And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
So 2 down now, and here is Josh Lowe.
Let's go, Josh.
There's the strike at the knees. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 left for Tampa, scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Sugar Shane.
McClanahan back to work. Outside with a breaking ball. McClanahan, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. And another ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And misses inside. Swung on, belted. And a foul ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike two. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
That is it.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
First offering misses badly for ball one. McClanahan, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Right back to him on the mound. Over to first, 2 up, 2 down.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Starling Marte in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution.
Over to Diaz, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Back in Minnesota, here's the catcher, Danny Jansen.
Danny Jansen.
Let's go, Rays!
Fought off foul. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Center field, Acuna hauls it in for the out.
Are you kidding me?
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Jonathan Aranda now at the plate. And ball one.
Good lead.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-1.
One out, bases empty. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now the shortstop, Jose Caballero. And there's a ball. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
One ball, one
No
strike.
score here in the second. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. That is the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Tyrone Taylor.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
And another ball.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
On the corner for a strike. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
So up next, Francisco Alvarez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One down, base is empty. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. DeLuca sizes this one up, makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down.
Batting up, the second baseman.
And now the rookie second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
Come on, Tampa Bay.
Strike 1.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here, ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
The pitch. And that skips in the dirt. Pitch in the dirt, and the count's even at 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Mets go down quickly. Still no score. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. Palacios measures 5 feet 10 inches in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swings and misses, and that is strike 1. On the ground to short. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting ninth, the center fielder,
Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And there's a foul ball.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
That one outside. And the count 1-2.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
One, two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next offering way off the plate. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So the lineup flips over. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Battling here as he fouls it away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Francisco Lindor.
Let's go, Tampa. Get out of here, Matt.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swings and misses, and one down below the zone. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now it's Juan Soto. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
And that one in the air center field. DeLuca pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. Struck out swinging his first time.
Come on, Rays, let's go.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1. 4th inning underway, no score. The next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Mets. And we're still knotted at 0. Back at target field. Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Lau.
Brandon Lau.
Here we go, Ace.
Just missed.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Now one missed.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Full count.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He shoots one out to right. It's 1-0. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Let's go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby. All day, baby. All right, let's go.
Junior Caminero will hit next. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Ball.
Late with the swing there.
1-2.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the grab, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 15.
Josh Lowe, next to hit for the Rays.
Lowe.
Went down on strikes his first time through. That's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Lowe checks his swing, appeal to third. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Nice rip.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So a man at first. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Jansen off of first with 2 away.
Come on now, Ray.
Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Couple of singles back to back. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
First and second, 2 outs. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jose Caballero. And strike 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. Outside low, and the count is 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here we go.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
McClanahan back to work. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Mets, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Nimmo batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Climb the ladder with that fastball, 0-2.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Ball 1 there. Gets a piece and stays alive. The Mets yet to pick up a hit here. Liner snagged at first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Here's Starling Marte. 0 for 1 so far.
Get out of here, Mets. Go back to New York.
Ground ball
That's a
left
foul
side,
ball.
and it goes just foul.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
That's out to center field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one fouled off. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
2 outs. And now it's even up. swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Squeezes it, and that is that. Mets strand one. They still trail 1-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now here is Richie Palacios.
Palacio.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
All right, Tampa Bay.
Just
No,
missed.
outside.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2.
Off the mark there, and that's ball 3.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And stepping in is the speedy Johnny DeLuca. Struck out swinging his first time.
Come on, let's keep it going.
And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Outside low, 1-1.
Let's do it, Rays.
Check swing, called strike. This one in the dirt.
Get there.
Palacios on at first, nobody out. In the dirt, but kept close. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Out at the plate.
On the tag.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Yandy Diaz now 1 for 2. That one's in there, 0-1.
Hey, what do you say now, Rays?
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Movement in the bullpen. Dedniel Nunez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Young getting cranked up as well.
All right, Rays.
That misses, and that's ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And a ball evens the count. And a swing and a miss. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. And now it's Brandon Lau. He's already homered in this game.
One more time.
Late swing, foul to the left.
You go, Rays.
Man at second. There's a strike.
Come on, Rays, let's go.
That one ripped. That's back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Kodai Senga will depart, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for
Dedniel Nunez gets the ball now.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Junior Caminero getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. See the velocity 97 with that fastball.
Go
0-1 now. Hard on the ground to first. He'll do it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Rays get an RBI double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now here is Francisco Alvarez.
Come on, Rays.
Out there to center.
Move it.
DeLuca makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football. Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Acuna, the next to hit, takes ball 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
One ball.
Well, we
one
call
strike.
that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
One ball. 2 strikes.
And downstairs. And that's in the dirt. And he walked
Ball
him.
4. Take your base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fastball for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Here we go, Rays. Here we go.
Strike 2.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there.
Punch him out.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Full count.
Strike him out.
Runner on the move. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
First and second, 1 out. Juan Soto now. Tap foul at the plate.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Just missed. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Edwin Uceta up and throwing. Clevenger also getting ready. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, 1 out.
That's a strike.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Strike him out.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Vientos in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Inside. And the count is 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That missed by a lot. And the count is even 2-2.
Sit him down.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back.
Get down.
And that one is out of here. A soaring shot to center. And they take the lead. It's 3-2.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Shane McClanahan gives way. Only 2 hits allowed for him, so a great effort. And we'll be back after a quick break to tell you about the new arm.
Now pitching for the
Now a
Braves.
right-handed arm out of the bullpen,
Number
Drew
57.
Rasmussen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. This guy with light tower power. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Rasmussen, 29 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a foul ball.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the 6th. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Josh Lowe.
All right, Tampa.
Up and in, ball 1. Meanwhile,
No strike.
activity in the bullpen. Jose Butto appears to be getting loose. Minter, a left-hander, also throwing.
Go, Tampa.
And there's a strike. Line drive, and this might be trouble. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's Jansen to hit. And ball 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And that one is downstairs. Now 2-0. Man at second. That's a little bit low. Jonathan Aranda in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
You got this.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Full
With
count.
the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
First and second, no outs. And here is Jonathan Aranda. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next offering is in for a strike. Raised down by a run. And it's even up. Stays alive. The 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Low at second. Jansen on at first with nobody out. That's off the inside corner. And the count's full.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And stepping in for the Rays, Jose Caballero. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The 0-2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Now the left fielder, Richie Palacios. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1. Come on, Ray, give it to him.
2 on, 2 outs. In the dirt, and it scoots away. But all the runners hold. The 1-1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 outs. That one out to right. And that will end the inning.
Unbelievable.
So the Rays strand a pair. They trail it 3-2. Top of inning number 7. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Leading off for the Mets, the left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In there at the knees. And it's 1-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Starling Marte up to hit. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's a ball.
Tampa Bay in the house. Let's go, Rays. Yeah.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Tyrone Taylor, the next to hit. Fastball is outside. One-run game, 1 out, 1 on.
Come on, turn the double.
Pitch is in there, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Sit him down.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
And here is Francisco Alvarez.
Here we go, Tampa.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 2-0.
Let's go, Tampa.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike. Strike him out.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mets 3, the Rays 2.
Now pitching for
We're
New
back
York,
in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Buto.
Jose.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well,
And
1-run
hitting
game.
up for the
Here's the
Reds,
center fielder,
the center
Johnny
fielder,
DeLuca.
Johnny DeLuca.
Fouled off. He was late. There's a strike at the knees. And the count is 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hitting the air out to center field. Taylor coming on. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
The first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. 1 for 3. Just missed. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Check swing, appeal to first. And he punches him out. He went around.
Up next for the Rays.
And the batter now, Brandon Lau. He's already homered here in this one. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 3-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. In Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Caminero stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2. Buto, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Just missed. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
2 down, nobody on. Got him. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Back after this on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Edwin Uceta.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Grounds 1 to short. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next to the net, the shortstop, Francisco.
Here's Francisco Lindor. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Pete Fairbanks, the closer, is getting loose. Clevenger, the power lefty, up as well. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swings through that.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The shortstop takes the ball.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
That one the other way. Caballero slings it across. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder,
Juan Soto now at the plate. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with 1 swing. That's in for a strike. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Up the middle, Caballero. On to first. They get the out on Soto. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. Score remains tied at 3.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, A.J. Minter.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Josh Lowe.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Let's go, Rays.
Let's go, Rays. Come on, Rays. You can do it, Rays. Woo! Come on.
And that is out of play. Next offering is down low.
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. And the Rays take the lead. It's 4-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
There we go.
He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Danny Jansen to hit here. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, these Rays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Clips the outside corner, and it's 0-2. On the ground to third.
Get on your horse.
Tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jonathan Aranda.
So now here's the DH, Jonathan Aranda.
Come on, Rays.
And that one a little below the knees. 1-0. Just missed. One out, base is empty, and a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Tampa Bay.
Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
2 down, base is empty. Jose Caballero next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Way high with that one. And that is ball 1. And another ball. And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike. That one lifted to left. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. Last chance coming up here for the Mets. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Pete Fairbanks.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with a W.
Leading off for the Mets,
Digging in,
the third
Mark
baseman,
Vientos. He's been a difference maker in this one with what he did back in the 6th.
No doubt, Boog, a huge 3-run homer, and it's one of the key moments in this game.
Outside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that one missing low.
2-0's the count.
The 2-1.
Ball, no. 3 balls.
Pete
1
Alonso
strike.
in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three 1 now. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Full count.
This one bashed to left center, on its way, and that one's out of here. Into the second deck it goes. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 4-4. We weren't sure it would ever land, and 460 feet later, it finally did as we get a look at StatCast.
Well, StatCast was invented for home runs just like this one, and he had some ridiculous bat speed on that swing, man. Everything was synced up. The backspin was incredible, and that's why it went a long, long way.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center. First pitch swinging.
No balls, 1 strike.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That one way outside. Now 1-2. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Next pitch is downstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that is gone. And that's how they take the lead. It's 5-4.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo, and that's outside. Fairbanks measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Just missed. Fairbanks. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit. and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Fastball in for a strike. 2-2 now. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Pete Fairbanks done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
The left-hander on now, Garrett Clevenger.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Starling Marte up now for the Mets.
Hey, wait, say now, Tampa?
And the first offering is not close. Oh, great grab on the dive. Throws from his knees. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond to first.
Two outs, base is empty. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Just missed. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row.
Got him swinging. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Diaz.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Bunting for a hit. Down the line, and it's foul. 1-run game, bottom 9.
Ball, no.
And a count 1-2. Line drive. 1 up, 1 down.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
He's 2 outs away. Johnny DeLuca digs in now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
That's to third. Vientos whips it to first. And they're down to their last out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And now, Yandy Diaz. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it one-hops the wall. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3. Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
One more time.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
The Rays down to their final strike. That's too low. And a count 1-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well executed ball game.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.